This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Missouri State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will...
He's loose. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll pitch it. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And it's no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Gets the back moving. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down, still moving. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Sixth play of the drive coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to slam it in. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Back's got it. Touchdown! Thundering herd! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board. Down 7. There he goes! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Bears just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Clark wants to throw. He's got him.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll give it to the back. Creates a little space. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line.
At the 38, first down for the offense.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Turner. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Now the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in. It's Harmon. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Clark to fire. Quickly to the tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Quickly complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here comes the Bear offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The give to the tailback. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Nice move there. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Missouri State. They take the lead with the 6.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Clark wants to throw. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Norton. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. On the move.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle. It's Harmon. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Catch in the middle, it's Harmon. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Clark to fire. Gets it out quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Here's the handoff. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Going right to work up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. That's caught. It's Turner. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Second down coming up.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Marshall quick to the line. Last chance coming up. Fires into the end zone. Last chance, and he's got it! He's got it for the touchdown! And they can send it to overtime with the kick, or do they dare try to win it here?
Man, how about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part, bring out the kicker, knock that PAT through the uprights.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense sets the tone right off the jump. Great job executing. This is exactly why you want to play defense first and not giving up yards, forcing a long field goal.
They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Gonna run it. It's Joyner. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal. Clark wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime!
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball 2nd and OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been